Welcome! We're excited to share details about the HULA drone, Asia Academic Drone Challenge 2026, an international competition designed to inspire and empower the next generation of students in the field of drone technology. The event will take place in Hong Kong in 2026 on January 24th for secondary schools and January 25th for primary schools, bringing together student teams from across Asia for 2 days of thrilling competition, innovation, and collaboration. This year's challenge introduces 2 brand new missions, combining the best of STEM education, hands-on experience, and real-world drone applications. In this short video, I'll be introducing the key details of the Asia Academic Drone Challenge 2026. First, let's talk about the venue. The competition will take place in Hong Kong on January 24th and 25th, 2026. Again, on January 24th, it is for secondary schools, and January 25th is for primary school now. What kind of drones and devices can be used? Teams will use HULA drones and compatible controllers. All equipment must be prepared and brought by the participants themselves. This includes drones, guards, batteries, tablets, laptops, and remote controllers. Please note that only drones with safety guards installed are permitted for takeoff within the venue, and the organizer will not provide any hardware or spare parts on site. As for the challenges, there are 2 exciting missions. The first is AR shooting and obstacle racing. It involves shooting virtual targets using augmented reality and then navigating a physical obstacle course. The second is the Cooperative Flight Challenge, where programming and manual control come together. 2 drones must work in sync to complete a mission, combining autonomous flight with infrared code unlocking. At the end of this video, you'll also receive an overview of the competition rules to help guide your preparation. Let's get ready for takeoff, and let me share the details for Mission 1 now. Mission 1: AR shooting and obstacle racing. This is a dynamic, 2-part challenge designed to test both teamwork and precision. Each team consists of 2 to 5 members and will have a total of 6 minutes to complete the course. Finishing the mission within this time is required in order to receive a certificate of completion. Here's how the mission works. First, one team member will use augmented reality to shoot virtual targets and collect 60 points. Once the required score is reached, another teammate will launch the drone, fly through a series of physical obstacles, and hit designated targets using the HULA drone's built-in infrared shooting feature. The mission ends once the drone lands successfully on the final checkpoint pad. Whatever result they achieve on their first full run will be counted as final. So the challenge ends either when the course is completed or when the 6-minute timer runs out. This challenge is fast-paced and it simulates real-life drone operations. Communication, timing, and clearly defined roles are all crucial to mission success. By now, you probably have a basic understanding of how this challenge works. Let's take a look at a quick demonstration of the course setup. Please note that all props shown here are for demonstration purposes only. The actual setup will only be revealed once teams enter the official challenge venue. Hi everyone, let me walk you through how this challenge works with a demonstration using a team of 2. As the team enters the venue, they'll see 2 main areas: the AR zone, marked with a QR code for the AR shooting challenge, and the obstacle challenge zone. Team has 6 minutes total to complete the entire challenge. Please note that the team can only start connecting their drones after the timer starts. Let's begin the demo now. The demo team just pressed the red timer button. You can see the team splitting up tasks. Part of them are setting up the drones, while the others are analyzing the obstacle course. During the connection phase, teammates can support each other by analyzing obstacles and preparing a spare drone if necessary. If the team experiences any connection issues, it is important to stay calm, carefully recheck the connection, and troubleshoot step by step. Remember, it is always acceptable to switch to another connected drone rather than wasting valuable time struggling with one that cannot connect at the moment. Clear communication and teamwork will help minimize downtime and keep the mission running smoothly. In this AR shooting part, once the team scores 60 points in the AR shooting, the judge will give a clear verbal cue. That's when the second drone is allowed to take off for the obstacle run. To make it easier to follow, we've displayed the iPad screen in the top right corner. In the competition, every team will be required to complete the AR shooting challenge at the hard level. Shooting is straightforward, but it requires some skill and practice to accurately hit the AR balloons while keeping the camera focused on the QR pad. Teams should practice rotating the drone left or right to adjust the shooting angle, or shifting it sideways to better align with the target. You can now see the drone taking off, and soon AR balloons will appear randomly. Each balloon color carries a different score, ranging from 2 to 7 points, so choosing your targets carefully is the key to maximizing your score. Now the demo team is aiming to shoot enough balloons to reach 60 points. As you can see, if the drone misses the QR code, the balloons will temporarily disappear. Don't panic, just stay calm, retarget the QR code, and the balloons will appear again. Although the demo team has missed several balloons, they will be quickly approaching a total of 60 points, so teammates should always be ready to take off the moment the judge gives the signal. Once they reach 60 points, the judge gives the signal right away, so the second drone takes off. The drone will need to fly through a tunnel, then pass through a circle. Next, it must shoot the infrared target to open the electric gate. After that comes the digital number strike challenge. For this part, the drone first shoots at the QR code, which will generate 4 random numbers. Then, the drone has to shoot each of those 4 corresponding numbers. Once all 4 numbers are successfully hit, the green light at the top will turn on. And the drone can proceed to land on the landing pad to complete the course. And the judge has stopped the timer. The team finishes with 3 minutes, 5 seconds, and 30 milliseconds still remaining, which means they completed the entire challenge in just 2 minutes, 54 seconds, and 70 milliseconds. That's how it works. Teamwork, timing, and practice. Now let me explain how the grading works for this challenge. Each team has a maximum of 6 minutes to complete the course. Based on how fast they finish, all members of the team will earn a certification for this event. If a team finishes within 3 minutes, they will receive a Tier 1 certification. If they finish between 3 minutes and 1 millisecond and 5 minutes, they will receive a Tier 2 certification. And if they complete the course between 5 minutes and 1 millisecond and 6 minutes, they will receive a Tier 3 certification. Among all Tier 1 teams, the top 4 fastest will be awarded special honors: champion, first runner-up, second runner-up, and third runner-up. This system encourages both speed and accuracy. Again, the demonstration video is for reference only. Actual setup will be revealed at the venue. Let me now go through some common questions we often get from teams. Question 1. Do we need to bring our own QR code for the AR shooting? Answer: no, you don't. The AR shooting QR code will be provided and placed by the organizer. Your team only needs to prepare the drone, battery, and a control device to complete the challenge. Make sure your drone is fully functional and all components are working properly before the challenge begins. Question 2. Any restrictions on teammate assignments? There are no strict restrictions on how you assign teammates to the mission tasks. In fact, a team can choose to have just one person complete the entire mission. However, we highly recommend working together as a team, as collaboration is key to achieving the best results. Effective teamwork can really help you maximize your performance and improve your chances of success. So, dividing the tasks and playing to each teammate's strengths will likely lead to the best outcome. Question 3. Does every team member have to take part in the mission? Answer: no, not necessarily. Teams can decide how to divide the tasks and how many members are needed to complete the two parts. As long as the mission is completed, the entire team will be credited with the result. Now, let me share with you more about Mission 2. This challenge tests your coding, manual control, and most importantly, teamwork. You'll be working with two drones. One is manually controlled, the other is programmed for autonomous flight. Here's how the mission works. The manual drone takes off first and flies to trigger the digital number strike challenge. Once that's done, the programmed drone is cleared for takeoff. It will begin flying along its coded path through the obstacle course. While the programmed drone is flying, the manual drone continues by activating the electric gate and then must land back at its original takeoff point. The programmed drone then flies through the open electric gate, completes the rest of the course, and lands at its final destination pad. The mission is only complete when the manual drone has triggered both the digital switch and the electric gate and has landed back. The programmed drone has completed its flight path and landed successfully. Each team has 10 minutes in total. The first full successful run will be counted as your result. Now, let's take a look at the demonstration. All right, everyone, let's check out the demo. In this round, each team has 10 minutes to complete the course, and this time it's a team of 3. Here we can see the blue takeoff and landing pad, with the electric number strike just to the right. Behind that are the obstacles, the flag, the circle, and the electric gate. Once the team is ready, they press the big red button to start the timer. That's the signal to get the drones connected and plan their moves. Now one teammate is connecting and taking control of the drone. Remember, connecting a drone takes time. Don't rush or panic. Just go step by step. While some teammates are busy connecting the drones, it's important for others to measure the venue and gather details to support precise coding. Also, check the area carefully for any QR codes. They might be useful for positioning or could cause interference. Always stay observant and remind your teammates if you spot anything helpful or anything they need to be cautious about. She is ready to lift off from the pad and aims for the electric number strike. This task needs precise infrared shooting. First, shoot the QR code to get a 4-digit number, then shoot the corresponding numbers. It's similar to the remote control challenge, but this one is part of the coding course, so it takes more teamwork and communication to complete. The team should practice at school to find the best distance for maximum precision. It can vary for each person. After that's triggered, the judge gives the green light for the coding drone to take off. The coding drone's mission is to fly smoothly through all the obstacles. Here comes the tricky part. In the middle of the course, there's another electric gate. The remote-controlled drone can jump back in, shoots the infrared target, and opens the gate so the coding drone can pass through safely. Good communication is essential to make sure the coding drone and the remote-controlled drone don't run into each other. Once the gate is opened, the remote-controlled drone must return and land neatly back on the same pad. Remember, all 4 motors need to be on the landing pad. If not, you'll have to take off and land again. Still, the coding drone's takeoff will not be affected. As long as the green light for the number strike is on, the judge will give the signal right away, giving the remote control drone plenty of time to land on the pad. As you can see, the coding drone is now tracking the line and continues its flight, moving steadily through the obstacles and approaching the final landing pad. With the remote drone already back on the pad and the coding drone now landing successfully, the judge stops the timer and records the result. This team completed the challenge with 6 minutes, 33 seconds, and 50 milliseconds remaining, which means they only used 3 minutes, 26 seconds, and 50 milliseconds to finish the entire course. And that's how the challenge works. Now let me walk you through how the grading works for Mission 2. As a reminder, each team has a maximum of 10 minutes to complete the course. The time it takes to finish will determine the certification each team earns. Teams finishing within 6 minutes will receive a Tier 1 certification. If a team finishes between 6 minutes and 1 millisecond and 8 minutes, they will earn a Tier 2 certification. Teams completing the course between 8 minutes and 1 millisecond and 10 minutes will be awarded a Tier 3 certification. For all Tier 1 teams, the top 4 fastest will receive special honors: champion, first runner-up, second runner-up, and third runner-up. This system encourages not just speed but also precision, coding ability, manual control, and effective teamwork. Again, the demonstration video is for reference only. Actual setup will be revealed at the venue. After the demonstration and grading criteria, let me address some potential common questions. First, is the team limited to connecting only 2 drones in this mission? The answer is no. You can connect up to a maximum of 5 drones once the timer starts. Alternatively, you can start by connecting 2 drones and then connect additional drones as needed, depending on the team's strategy. Second, can team replace drones during the mission? The answer is yes. You're allowed to swap drones if you encounter an issue with the flying drone. Just make sure to turn off the drone that's currently in flight before launching the new one. Third, does the team need to start over again if the drone falls? The answer is no, you do not need to start over. If your drone falls during the competition, you can take off again from an assigned checkpoint. The judges will guide you to the appropriate checkpoint based on the situation. Fourth, as you may notice, there are some QR codes already set up in the demonstration. Do we need to bring QR codes for precise positioning? The answer is yes. You will need to bring your own QR codes. While there may be some preset QR codes or lighting set up as interference in the course, teams are allowed to cover these objects or use their own QR code pads to ensure precise positioning. Just remember to be careful and ensure no damage is caused when covering any interfering objects. Now that we've introduced both courses, once again, the 2 demonstration videos are for reference only. Actual setup will be revealed at the venue. I'm sure you're feeling excited and eager to get your HULA drone out for practice. Before you dive into training, make sure you plan your sessions well and take the time to familiarize yourself with the HULA app. This app is your all-in-one tool for everything related to drone learning, offering features like AR shooting, remote control, programming, AI recognition, and even swarm flying. For this year's competition, we're placing a special emphasis on AR shooting, remote control, and programming, so make sure to focus your training on these areas. Get ready and let the competition begin.